All right, winners, we are almost done. We're on the last third of this. So we're on the second part of Wanda's draft. Hooray for Wanda. We're on question number 17. Question 17 says, in sentence 18, how is competing correctly written? This is a spelling question. Is it A, C-O-M-P-E-T-I-N-G? Is it B, C-O-M-P-E-A-T-I-N-G? C, C-O-M-P-E-E-T-I-N-G? Or D, leave it as it is? All right, number 18. In sentence 19, how is husband Brian Pinckney correctly written? Let's go back up to that sentence just to get a sense of what they're trying to do there. Sentence 19. All right. That sentence says, Pinckney's future husband, Brian Pinckney, comma, worked in Field and Stream's art department. So this is a comma question. So where are we going to put the commas? Look at your comma rules, please. Should it be A, husband Brian, comma, Pinckney, B, husband, comma, Brian Pinckney, C, husband, comma, Brian Pinckney, comma, or D, leave it as it is? Number 19, in sentence 22, how is picture books including correctly written? Again, let's flash back up here to sentence 22. All right, sentence 22, here we are. The two worked together to create several picture books, including Dear Benjamin Banneker and 7 Candles for Kwanzaa. So we have another comma question. Should it be A, picture books, comma, including, B, picture books including, comma, C, picture books, comma, including, comma, or D, leave it as it is? Think about where that natural pause falls. Is there a pause and where would it go? 20. We're on to 20. In sentence 24, how is certain correctly written? So sentence 24 says, she's certain succeeded. Should it be A, she certained succeeded, B, she certainly succeeded, certainly, C, she certainly succeeded, or D, as it is? You know how 3 of those sounded weird? That's the best way to take these tests, is to read it out loud in your head and see what sounds weird. 21. In sentence 27, how is obstacles such as slavery, prejudice, and peer pressure correctly written? So again, this is a comma question. Should it be A, obstacles such as, comma, slavery, comma, prejudice, and, comma, peer pressure? B, obstacles such as slavery, comma, prejudice, comma, and peer pressure? C, obstacles such, comma, as slavery, comma, prejudice, comma, and, comma, peer pressure? Or D, as it is? Almost done. 22. In sentence 30, how is whose correctly written? Sentence 30 says, Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman are 2 of the heroic women whose are included. Should it be who? Should it be whose? But you'll notice this one's different because it's got that apostrophe. B is a contraction. In this case, who stands for who is. C, which, or D, as it is. Number 23. In sentence 31, how is his or her correctly written? Let's go back to that, 31. In the introduction to the book, Pinckney encourages readers to believe in his or her own power and stand up for the rights of others. So go back and read that sentence with all these choices in it. Could it be A, their, B, his or hers, C, our, D, as it is? Number 24. In sentence 33, how is in fact while correctly written? This is a comma question. Is it A, in fact while, comma, B, in fact, comma, while, C, in fact, comma, while, comma, or D, as it is? Number 25, you don't need a passage to answer this question. We're going to read it. We're going to click on every answer that's correct. I will tell you there is more than one. You have to pick more than one. There could be several more than one. So the question is, if someone wanted to find out information on how to train for a marathon, which of the sources should he or she use? So we're going to click on all the sources that would be appropriate to find out about training for a marathon. Choice number 1 says an editorial in the newspaper about the dangers of running. An editorial is where people share their opinions. The second choice says a training schedule from a former running coach. Next one says a television interview entitled Marathon Mamas, the Process, Progress, and Accomplishment. Next one says a newspaper article highlighting a local running group. Next one says a blog about a person's personal experiences preparing for races. And last one says an article in a magazine entitled Proper Nutrition for Runners. So go through those, figure out which ones would be good sources to find information about how to train for a marathon. You're looking for how to do it, how to train. All right, 2 more. 26. Read this question a student asked. What is the capital of Zimbabwe? Which 3 sources would be most helpful in answering the student's question? Now, if I were a smart cookie, I would circle or underline the word 3, so I know I'm choosing 3. Here's our choices. An almanac, an online encyclopedia, an atlas, a local newspaper, a current trend magazine, and a thesaurus. I'm going to give you a little bit of explanation here. So an almanac, this is just a big book of lots of different information. It includes things like weather patterns and farming stuff and all kinds of information about places. An online encyclopedia is like Wikipedia. An atlas is a book of maps. A local newspaper is like the Freelance Star. A current trend magazine is like Cosmo. It's like something that you would see like fashion articles in. And a thesaurus is a book that gives you synonyms and antonyms for words. All right, so you're picking 3. Last but not least, here's the big one. So your job here is going to be to actually make something. You're going to have to type it in. The question is, so it says, please read the prompt below. Create an outline for an essay that responds to the prompt. Be sure to include in your outline a thesis statement, body paragraph topics, and supporting evidence. This does not need to be a huge long thing. It's an outline. All you need is a main answer, some reasons. Okay? So our question is, what makes someone a success? Explain how you define success using specific details and examples in your response. So take a second and on your test paper, please write down 3 things that you think make someone successful. Okay? 3 things that would make somebody successful. Go. Next step. Those 3 things get combined in one sentence to create your thesis statement. So it can sound as easy as this. The 3 things that I believe make someone successful are blank, blank, and blank. Okay, that's your thesis statement. Now for the outline part. An outline looks like a bulleted list. It's a list of what's going in each paragraph. I'm going to have an outline up on the board for you guys as an example. So please look up at the board for an example that will hopefully help you structure this. But paragraph 1 is your intro and your thesis statement. The next paragraphs, paragraphs 2, 3, and 4, these are your body paragraphs. Each one of these should be one of your reasons, one of your things that make someone successful. And the last paragraph is your conclusion. The question asks for supporting evidence. Supporting evidence is just the gist of what you'd say in that paragraph. So if one of my things that would make someone successful is that they have lots of money, my supporting evidence might have something to do with where they'd get their money or what they'd buy with it. I might have some details in there about those things. Okay? So just jot down a couple of ideas for each of your supporting reasons. Shoot for 2 or 3. Okay? Please ask for help if you're struggling with this. All right. I think that's it. You guys are winners. Good luck. Yep.